Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm warning you right up front, this is going to be an epic rant video. I'm going to be dropping bombshell truths on you. I have a couple disclaimers that I need to share with you before we dive into the content. The first one is that the exception does not disprove the rule. So I understand that some of you are not going to strongly resonate with what I'm talking about. That's fine. Most INFJs and INFPs do, and I can't make an exception video for every single exception, so we're going to be speaking in generalities. Secondly, I'm guilty of this and I struggle with this, so I'm not pointing any fingers at you, and even if I were, I'm pointing 3 back at myself, all right? But I want to talk candidly and honestly, bluntly about the truth about how INFJs and INFPs struggle with and sometimes are even addicted to subscribing to the broken wing theory. We've heard about this, right? There are different takes on it, right? We're going to talk about what it is. All right, I'm going to give you my take on it. Leave your take or your understanding of what it is in the comments. This is totally open discussion. I very highly value your perspective on things, so leave your thoughts in the comments. All right, the essence of the broken wing theory is that an INFJ or an INFP will see a person, a birdie, a little birdie that might be hobbling around on the ground and it has a broken wing, and the INFJ or the INFP feels compelled to, care for that individual, care for that person, take them under their wing, right? And nurse them back to health so that the little birdie can fly away. But let me ask you a question. Do you have broken wings? Have you conquered self-esteem and assertiveness and confidence and self-actualization? Have you become a fully integrated individual? So when you're up in an airplane flying high in the sky and suddenly the pilots or the flight attendants say, "Okay, everybody, the plane is going down," what happens next? Well, the oxygen masks come down from the roof or the overcarriage or whatever term you want to call it. And what does the pilot and or flight attendants then say? They say, "Okay, if you're a mother and you have a child, put your oxygen mask on first and then put the oxygen mask on the child." Now, why do they say that? Well, the answer is simple. If the baby is unable to put its own oxygen mask on, it's going to die. So the mother has to do it first. The mother has to put the oxygen mask on herself first, and then she can put the oxygen mask on her baby. And people need to fix their own broken wings before they go around and trying to start fixing everybody else's. Now, hold on a minute. Oh boy, I know, bombshell, right? Is INF Johnny saying don't go around fixing broken wings? No, I'm not saying that. And by the way, I'm fully aware that some of us have wings that are so broken and beyond repair that we need help. We've got to get help to get them fixed. I understand that, but that's the reason why we have psychologists, therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, trauma therapists. It's the reason why the self-help section at your average Barnes & Noble is one of the longest running sections in the whole store. I can tell you right now that the last thing that we want to do is be hobbling around with broken wings, going around fixing the broken wings of all the little birdies around us while we remain on the ground and become susceptible to getting eaten by vultures. But here's the other thing that I've realized, you guys. Even if our wings are fixed, even if we're able to fly, there are some birds that don't want to fly. There are some people that don't want to be fixed. There are narcissists out there that are so arrogant and pompous that they think that they don't need to do any self-work, and they'll hobble around with their broken wings, pretending in their mind that they're soaring like eagles. So in order for us to truly be able to fix the broken wings of other little birdies, we need to be able to fly ourselves, which means reaching out, getting the help we need. And then we need to be selective and choosy about those that we choose to help fix their wings, because they've got to want it. And the fact remains, the majority of personal development and personal work has to be done by the individual. So toxic people with broken wings, narcissists with broken wings, I'll be honest with you, for some of them there is no hope because they aren't willing to do the groundwork themselves. They aren't willing. Now, guys, I'm going to say this as well. Some wings are so broken and beyond repair that maybe even a psychiatrist or a psychologist can't fix that. And in that case, that's where we have to admit that we're powerless to change our circumstances and reach out to Almighty God. And I'm not saying you're broken beyond repair. I'm saying if you're trying everything and nothing's worked so far, perhaps for you the solution is to reach out for a higher power. I know in my case it was. Faith is important. Doing the self-work is important. It is time for INFJs and INFPs to begin loving ourselves, to begin putting in the self-work, being forgiving of ourselves, understanding we're going to make mistakes, and doing everything that we can to nurse our own broken wings back to health so that we can then selectively go around and be of benefit to other people who have broken wings, as long as those people are willing to do the work. But guys, you can't fix everyone. I'm committed to healing my own trauma and healing my broken wings so that I can fly, even soar, so that I can then help others who are willing to help themselves. What are your thoughts? I want to know in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe. By the way, I wrote a song about your personality type. Check it out now. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you in the next video. Take care.